I abandoned people. I think I was selfish, and I think I was self-serving. Do you have friendships where you outgrew those friendships, but looking back, you maybe didn't actually shouldn't have let go of those friendships?
You're not answering anything.
Sorry, I'm so interested in your
I'm
answers.
thinking about it. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I've had to come to terms with ending friendships out of because they were envious, that they felt I'm ahead, which is sad because I think that in friendships transparency really matters. Life updates in Johnny Brew.
Oh, guys, what happened was I was working at overtime at work and I'm tired. I was sick and I got dumped.
No.
Yes. Hello, hi to Girl Mommy Dearest.
Hi, I'm Kai, aka Adi.
And welcome to Thought Digest, where we
Amplify conversations.
one thought at a time. Guys,
Welcome back, baby. Welcome back, baby.
it's hot in the studio, guys. This light is making it so hot. That's why I'm fanning myself. But I think I should stop.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Let me show love to the community and just feel the heat because I bring the heat.
Yo. Finally, guys. Isugile. Iyasuka. Life updates in Johnny Brew.
Oh, guys, episode 2 brings highs and lows.
Yeah.
Actually lows and lows. This week has been low, guys. This week has been a very low week.
Yeah.
What happened was ngisebenzi overtime sebenzini khathele bengula. In English, I was working at overtime at work and I'm tired. I was sick and I got dumped.
No.
Yes.
What happened?
What had happened was
No wonder.
yeah,
No wonder you're talking about
No, like-
married at first.
No wonder I was talking about married at first sight. My friend literally asked me the other day. She's like, not the other day, yesterday. She's like, "But you've been so quiet. Are you okay?" Question mark. I sent sad emoji stickers. Aski is clear. What's up? 1, I got in and out of a relationship. 2, work is frying me. 3, I lost money. 4, I've been sick for weeks. Kuningi.
Kuningi impela.
Kuningi.
What happened when then awenzanga lutho?
Oh, no. No. Like, guys, this story needs a bottle of wine, a packet of chips, and a chocolate.
We have the chocolate. Shout out Cadbury. Shout out Cadbury.
Yeah, but shame, man. What had happened was, I think it was just... I don't think we're seeing eye to eye. And... yeah, I don't think we're seeing eye to eye, and we didn't know how to communicate. Well, I communicated as much as I could, but I feel like the other person didn't know how to communicate as much as I wanted them to. And I really tried to get them to communicate, and I tried to get a middle ground with the relationship, but I failed. And that's okay. So technically, I didn't get dumped. I ended the relationship, but I ended it for the last week of it. It was a one-sided relationship, so I had to end it for my dignity at this point. Yeah,
Okay, and how do you feel now?
I was telling my sister that I feel like bamboozled, and I feel like something was stolen from me. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like that's how I feel. I feel robbed. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like somebody came like a thief in the night and like robbed me.
Of?
That's the thing. I feel robbed, but I can't identify what was stolen.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what's irking me. Like, what did this person take without my knowledge from me? And yeah, so I think that's what's irking me really. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's just like at some point, guys, I'm starting to think Gutim Jolo is not for me. Like, I don't think
A breakup will do that, but I promise you, you'll be
no.
okay.
But Mina, I break up like annually.
You just arrived in your 20s. I don't know what you're expecting. What are you expecting?
No, guys, I'm in another relationship.
You're in your 20s.
Let's be.
What do you expect?
I met a lady from Mexico yesterday, right? She was visiting South Africa, and she was like, "Girl, live your life. Guess like live your life. Kiss many frogs."
Is she older?
She's 33.
Yeah.
She's like, kiss.
The older lady,
and she was on her,
that's always the advice.
She was on her honeymoon, and she's like, kiss your frogs.
That's always the advice, whether they're married, honeymoon, whatever.
Like,
the more mature ladies always say, live la vida loca.
La vida loca. Yeah. It's okay to get in and out of relationship. You're learning yourself, and you are setting above how you want to be treated.
Is there anything that relationship taught you about yourself?
No, okay, I wouldn't say, guys, I'm not gonna act like a saint. Oh no, I was a saint in this relationship, but I'm not gonna act like a saint in this relationship, in a sense of I don't believe there's a villain in this relationship. At the same time, I don't think it taught me anything. I don't think I came out of with anything from that relationship. Maybe that's why I feel like robbed, because I feel like maybe I gave more than I received emotionally in that relationship.
Okay. Right. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, maybe you'll be able to identify what you feel was stolen from you. And maybe there is a lesson to be learned. Maybe it's a bit foggy right now as to what that lesson is. Because you were with this person for some time.
Hey, next life update. Guys, at this point, this is what I need from the JSTs. You got older siblings. My age range is, I should say, like, honestly, guys, I won't lie. I want to get into a proper relationship. I want companionship.
Yeah.
I want partnership. You know, I want that. But it's looking like mina ngiyahlulega at this point. Arranged marriage, sure boy. Like, that's how I feel.
I hear you though. Dating is exhausting. Like, the thought of, what's your favorite color? Hey, where you from?
What's your
How
favorite?
many siblings do you have?
Bruh.
Where did you grow up?
Where am I gonna meet a man with my life schedule? I'm at work,
Yeah, no,
I'm at home,
where
I'm
are
at
you?
thought digest, I'm at work, I'm at home, I'm at thought digest.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna meet a man?
Where are you, really? I was about to say it. Nope. Definitely not there.
Don't scare me now. Don't scare me now. Run.
Run away.
Do you know?
Run
But
away.
the church is a hospital for sick people. What are you doing looking for your
see
husband
you.
at the hospital? From Ubutokulan.
I see you. Anyway, my life update. Let's see. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I do want. I feel. I don't feel at ease. You know, I think the pressure to get serious about the future is on. And I've never been somebody who plans even a month ahead. I don't. It overwhelms me. And before, I could get away with that. Now I can't. I cannot. I have to think 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now. What's the plan? How do I put my finances in place? I need to save for this and save for that, and maybe be mobile, and maybe get somebody to drive me while I'm mobile. You know what I'm saying? I need to take life a lot more seriously. And that's not because I feel pressure from anyone else, but obviously my decision making myself. I'm just, I think, not overextending myself. My resolution this year was to strengthen my relationships with my family members. But I think that will come when it's time. I was pushing myself a little too hard, maybe in January and December, and I'm realizing that it's not going to be authentic and from a full cup if I don't move at my pace, you know what I mean? And if I don't take care of myself and put my things in order, you know? Because if your things aren't in order, you'll definitely be a yes man, you know, and you'll be swayed to and fro. So I do want to show up for my loved ones, but show up solid, you know what I mean? Then in terms of love, same old, guys. Mina, I'm getting down.
Consistent queen.
I change. Situation I change.
You see, we're the opposite. Consistent queen.
Amen. Amen. What can I say? I got lucky. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed.
Yes, clap for the
Forget,
heavyweight.
even though I don't want to quote Utali.
Oh, Utali. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, Nicki Minaj, damn it.
Wish,
But it's
darling.
fine. But it's fine.
What have you did? Then emotionally, think I'm alright.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, let's see. Yeah, I'm a lot less closer to losing my mind than I was 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I was on the verge of insanity a few weeks ago, and I'm glad that I'm in a space and I work in a space where I can crash out freely. You know, like if you tell me bad news, I know okay, she's okay with me crashing out for the next 30 minutes to an hour, and I'll vent and say, and it feels safe to do so because I'm not. Maybe I'm the one who's. I'm the only one who's outwardly crashing out, but everybody else sees that crash out as valid, which I'm glad to be in a space like that. Work, home, friendships, love, everything. My world accommodates my emotions, which is lovely. So, I could.
Okay, let's get into the topics of the day. Give me a second. I need to find my chats with the one and only Kaya, my other half. You know that's how she saved on my phone.
Yeah, I find it
Kaya,
so romantic.
my other half. So this week we're talking about what's this word? Outgrowing people without being a villain, right? Last week it was like being okay with being a villain, code switching and everything. Now we are learning how to outgrow friendships without being a villain. So let's get into the girl segment. This one is, have you ever felt guilty for growing? That's a question I'm going to ask you. Like growing out of a friendship or growing past of like a friendship. Like this friendship does not serve me anymore.
Absolutely. To be fair, I don't make friends, or I don't build friendships with the intention of being served. I think that friendships are like any other really important relationship. It's about serving them and how best you can make their life easy and show them love and I don't necessarily think of them towards me. But I think about where I grew up and the environment I grew up in, and not a lot of people see a way out of there or make it out. I'm not from the hood. From the hood. You know what I mean? I grew up in an area where you ain't got no choices. You make it or make it, you know? And the chances that your entire friend group is going to go to school and finish school, is going to get a job after school, and a good job at that, is going to get into a relationship and a good relationship, and is going to get married and have a great marriage and going to have kids and be able to take care of those kids. The chances that the people where I'm from are going to achieve all of those things are very slim, right? And I've had to come to terms with ending friendships because they were envious, that they felt I'm ahead, which is sad because I think that in friendships transparency really matters. Like, hey, I feel like you don't really have time for me and it makes me feel this and this and this. But instead I heard from one friend that, oh, this one doesn't want to be friends with you anymore because she says you think you're a superstar. Where did that come from? Yes, I don't have as much time as I used to. Yes, I'm prioritizing my work on social media. So if I'm not responding to you and posting on social media, I'm posting spam. It's not because I think I'm a superstar, but you experience a lot of envy when you are no longer in the place that the people you grew up with are in, you know? So that's the kind of outgrowing I've had to do.
For me, have I ever felt guilty for growing? I don't think I've felt necessarily guilt for growing because I feel like I have an opposite mindset, as in for me it's we may not have been dealt identical cards, but we come from like a similar situation, and I managed to crawl out of there and get to this point with that situation, you had the same tools I had to get there, per se. In terms of like external tools, I don't know what happens in your home, but externally you kind of were given the same type of tools. We went to Model C schools, all of us. We did this, all of us. And I didn't go to varsity because my parents paid for me. That was a bursary that every black child in this country, as long as you have good marks, you can apply and get. So it's a thing of like, because of that, thank you very much, I was feeling it. Because of that mentality, I don't necessarily feel guilty for outgrowing certain friendships. I do feel as though that I feel sad about outgrowing those friendships, not guilty, but sad, because I feel like when we were growing up, we all had visions and we'd all speak about where we'd be in the next 10 years or the next 5 years. And it's sad that we are not living out those realities together. So that's how I feel about like growing up.
Yeah.
And then my next question is, to you, is growing like limited to certain situations, or can growing be growing you grew out habits? Like maybe you had friends who smoked frequently and you outgrew that, or this growing up outgrowing habits, outgrowing behaviors, outgrowing actions. Like, what does growing mean to you?
For sure. I think I definitely, growing is moving through the phases that are in those categories. So if there's a clubbing phase, growing may be you moving out of the clubbing phase. If there's maybe the habit of drinking, maybe growth to you is no longer drinking. And all of these phases come with their people, come with their groups and their friends. When I was in the club, I definitely had people. I know if I want to be outside, who I call, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't consider those people friends. Because if I were to ask them what's my middle name, they don't know. You know? Because that wasn't the point of the link. The point of the link was
to be in the moment,
know what I mean?
to have fun.
You know what I mean? And then I also had I would say in my first year or fresh out of high school, I had these friends. They were people I actually wanted to be friends with, but they were, again, I think I lean more on the conservative side, and they were just too promiscuous for me. Yeah, I mean, there's like, they were just, woo! Needless to say, I didn't stay there very long, but I loved them. I think the sad part about outgrowing people is that outgrowing them doesn't mean you lose love. I still love you, and I want to show you that I love you, and I want to be in your life. But the way that you live your life doesn't accommodate my values, you know. And I just have to make that really tough decision. It's like breaking up with a good guy. You know, you're great, but you're just not great for me. And I love watch them. You know, on social media, I'd be like, oh, sending you love. And are you okay from time to time? And there's a part of me that wishes we had a deeper connection, but I know we can't connect as deeply as I need because you're living on the surface to me. You're living on what seems like the surface to me. They were wild. And I think when you live your life in promiscuity, it doesn't leave a lot of room for, I don't want to say depth, but if you live a life you continuously have to recover from, when do you rest? When do you heal? When do you be? When do you create? You know, and those are the kind of lives they lived, per se. Is that day after day, night after night.
We are on.
Oh my gosh.
Like Donkey Kong.
Wow. You woke up in a new stranger's house, and now you staying in a stranger's house for the rest of the week, and you haven't gone to work, and you're hungover, and you tried a new drug, and like, hectic business.
That was hectic stuff.
And I love you as a person.
But I can't keep up with what you have going. I can't keep up. That's fair.
I don't remember who the boyfriend was 3 weeks ago. Like, I can't. Anyway.
Now, my next question is, do you have friendships where you outgrew those friendships, but looking back, you maybe shouldn't have let go of those friendships? Do you have friendships you think that maybe you let go of too quickly?
Hey, you're not answering anything.
Sorry, I'm so interested in your
I'm
answers.
thinking about it. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing much about you
I'm
outgrowing people and what growth looks like for you or has looked like for you. And I think you have more recent examples of having outgrown friendships because, like you said, you want to be more honest
more honest and
in
stuff.
this season. And have you lost anyone as a result of your honesty?
Yo, guys, I feel like I lost a lot of people as a result of not being honest.
Oh,
I, ooh, actually, no. This is a layer we'll tackle in the longer topic.
okay.
So I'll hold this back. But in terms of like outgrowing people, in terms of habits, I think for me, it's like I'm able to watch you do you, and then when you're done doing you, you can come and we can do us type of thing. So I didn't really need to outgrow friendships because of habits per se, because I think I'm a person who understands that I move this way, and then but because of that, let me not say I outgrew the friendships, but the friendships kind of dissipated naturally because maybe for them they felt like I was not there in a lot of important moments for them. Like maybe an important moment for you is being in the club and that day 20 bottles came and it was a lit time and it was a bomb, and that was the day I chose to study for my exam. And because I'm not there for those lit memories, maybe then the friendships naturally outgrew themselves. Like I think I could think back to high school. So high school, I had friends that we used to play. Oh, beslala, guys. Like I used to be in high school playing skipping, mugusha. Actually played skipping mugusha last December. Like I love playing. So like we used to play and everything like that. So that's how we formed friendship, because everybody else in high school, when you're getting into your womanhood, was trying to be like pretty and look cute and appease the boys. And I went to an all girls school, so after school was after school. You wanted your red lip after school, and my friends were like, ew, we want to play mugusha. So everybody else was as childish. And that's how I formed those friendships. So I remember like they were not really like academic, and I was like the academic. Like me and another girl were very academic. And I remember the teachers would be like,
what are you doing?
against the sense, like friendship against the
Yeah.
sense. And it worked in grade 8 to grade 11. That type of friendship worked because I didn't need to study. I think, hey guys, to be for real, the first time I studied for real in my life was honors. But like in terms of like,
Such a flex.
no, I failed it and I realized I have to study. That's what, because I got so used to getting away with not really studying. It used to be fine till grade 11, because like I used to have the time to play with them all the time. I'd still excel academically even though I played with them all the time. But in matric, I needed to lock in because I failed maths in grade 11. And I was like, I can't get a 40 something for maths in matric. That ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to go to varsity and do what I want to do. So I needed to like pull up my socks. So I started spending more time with my more academically inclined friends during the seasons where I needed to. So if we needed to go over study material, we needed to do this, to do that, I'd spend more time that side, which meant they felt neglected.
In high school, that's a big deal.
You see?
How dare you?
How dare you? Or like, yeah, you leaving us like, oh,
Yeah.
like there was so much going on and a lot of resentment. And I think for them, they didn't try and understand my POV. That for me, this is not the end of where my life I wanted to go. I was peaking in high school and that's it. No, there's more to my life I want, and maybe they didn't appreciate that I wanted that for myself, and maybe for me I wasn't present enough for them when they wanted to be, so those friendships kind of dissipated naturally. So I think maybe that's how I lose friendships, because I don't necessarily outgrow friendships. I'm able to compartmentalize them, but that means that people feel neglected in certain seasons, because now I'm very busy. I don't have time to club hop with you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then now you feel like I'm not present. Like, you see, the friend who had to text me and be like, luckily she's also busy too. So she's probably just like concerned.
Yeah.
But if you are a person who has K-pop, like time, like let's say you have so much time on your hands, like when Monday, you even your work is hybrid. You can even work from Cape Town. Like if I'm not with you every weekend, or I can't talk to you every weekend, now it's like, we're not cool anymore. But we'll tackle that when we tackle adult friendships.
Okay.
But like that's like yeah, the outgrowing and everything for me. Yeah.
All right, I'm happy you answered.
Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Then the last thing is, do you think you were maybe becoming more selfish, or were you abandoning people, or were you doing too much?
You know what? On an introspective note, I think my emotional capacity dwindled. Dwindled is the word? No. Capacity grows and shrinks.
Yeah.
Yes. So my emotional capacity shrunk. And I think that made me a lot less emotionally available than I used to be. Before, we could sit down once a week, maybe even twice a week, and debrief for 5, 6 hours, and I'd let you tell me everything that's going on. I tell you everything that's going on. Over the years, I think I'm not able to do that anymore. And especially in female friendships, emotional availability is important.
Yeah.
It's at the top of our priorities in friendships. I need to know that I can rely on you emotionally. I need to know that I can cry, I can scream, I can crash out, I can share with you where I'm at mentally. I can be open with you in terms of my emotions. And when somebody's not emotionally available, friendship becomes difficult, because what do you talk about? What do you relate with one another on? I think where I failed in friendship, and where people had to move on from me, is when I was no longer emotionally
Emotionally
available.
available.
Yeah.
I think I oh no, yeah, I think I abandoned people. I think I was selfish, and I think I was self-serving. Because now when I look back into the high school example I made, I was self-serving on both ends. Because it's like I neglected this friendship when it didn't serve me, and went and nurtured the one that served me in the season it served me. So in that instance, I was self-serving and I was very selfish. And I took from people as I pleased without thinking, what should I give to them? Yeah. So I guess I
Okay.
was very selfish.
That's very honest of you.
And then, yeah, now we can get into the game.
Again.
It's called cut off or communicate.
Dun dun dun. Knowing me, it's probably gonna be cut off through and through.
Are you going to cut off the people or are you going to communicate? One, they never show up for your milestones, but they expect full support for theirs.
Never is the key word here.
Never show up.
Never is the key
Do
word.
you-
You've got to cut them off. Never. Rarely we can communicate. And also, obviously, guys, the nuance here, the gray area here is that obviously the third time they don't show up, you have a
Yes.
conversation. That goes without saying.
Yes.
But if it's a never,
Cut off.
you have to cut off. Hey, bro, never, ever let it go. What do you think?
Same. Like if you never show up for my milestones without reason, then I think that's grounds for cut off.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe some
What do
people
they
should
say?
cut me off.
They say. You say some people should cut you off. It's honest of you. But didn't somebody cut you off, Vele?
Yeah.
And say you're a deadbeat friend?
Yeah.
Have you reached out to that person since?
Yo.
You are not fighting the allegations.
Siya long topic.
Oh, sorry, I keep jumping the gun.
Siya long topic.
Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I was cut off for being a deadbeat friend, and I really was. The last minute friend, they only invite you when other plans fall through. I cut off. I'm sorry, cut me off. Cut me off. Cut me off with immediate effects. Cut. Actually, I'll cut you. I'll cut you off. You'll cut me off. We'll cut each
Okay.
other off. Like, what you mean? You inviting me last minute? Okay.
Especially when other plans fall through. Plans. Some plan C, D. Okay.
They call you only to vent, but disappear when you need support.
Hey, cat.
I think that's a communicate. Like that, you can say, "Hey,
Disappear Maybe I'm thinking about these words too deeply.
No, but that's
Like,
fair.
disappear.
Like I
Maybe
told
take
you,
time to
I told you I needed
respond.
support, and then you disappeared. That's true.
Maybe
That's
if they
true.
took time to respond, or every now and then they, I don't know, but disappear. No.
That's a cutoff. Let's see. They hype you online but are absent in real life. I think that's a lot of friendships. That's a lot of friendships.
I would say welcome to 2026.
Like that's how we show each other we still care. Like, comment, oh congratulations, doll. Like the share, the clap hands, the oh my god.
I don't know. In an age where we're always on our phones, and that's our primary form of communication. Maybe there's some leeway there for a chat,
for communication.
for a conversation, because okay, you said social media. What type of social media, right?
Like they hype you online but absent in real life. Like I don't give you a call, I don't give you a text on the side, but on social media I'm there like, yes girl, tea. Clock that.
I think there's still room
Eating.
there. It's 2026. I think there's still room.
That's fair. Every time you share good news, they subtly downplay it or shift the focus. Oh,
Like a tailor.
like cut you off. Like
Taylor.
I don't think
Taylor
we need
Frankie
to talk
for?
about this because what's wrong with you? Like ew, your Nkizio is
That
dark.
gets me every time. Especially when I say Taylor, remember that scene in The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Yeah.
Where Whitney was sharing what was happening with her husband.
Yes.
And she was saying the real reason we moved is because the Tinder stuff is true. And
Yes.
and she's crying, and not even 5
Seconds
seconds
later, her friend, mind you, they're very close. Like Miguel just shared that her husband cheated, and that's why they moved to Hawaii, and this and this and that. 5 seconds later, Miguel sits and says, I was pregnant and I miscarried. Like, she didn't even let the situation like simmer. She didn't even let it cook.
Give
She
it a day.
She didn't give like anybody a chance to comfort this. Like it was like, hey, my husband cheated and that's why I moved. And everyone was like, oh, sorry, sympathizing, having 2 minutes.
Grounds.
I was pregnant and I found out I had a miscarriage.
Grounds.
I was so gagged.
As the friend who just shared about the thingy,
What
would your response be?
I would be so if I was a spectator.
No. If you were Whitney.
Or the one who shared about my divorce and everything. I would just sit.
And I did that.
I would just open my mouth like again, and I would know that's the last time you would see me. Like I would open my mouth and that would be the last time you see me. Because what do you mean?
That to me was crazy.
I don't even think I'd feel sorry for you for anything.
The sympathy just
Out of the window, I don't give two what you went through at this point.
What are you doing?
Emotional intelligence, where? 0. I'm out the window.
Yeah, no.
I'm out the window. But like now we can go into the long topic.
The one that
Yes.
you've been waiting for the whole episode, because you're like, no, I'll tell you in the long topic. No.
It's because it's called adult friendships, silent distance versus confrontation, and letting go with grace. 1. What are adult friendships? So like what differentiates the friendships you had younger and the friendships you have now as an adult?
When you become an adult, everything changes, obviously. I think money, the way that you see life. So your approach towards money changes. Now you take it a lot more seriously because you're using it as a tool to build your future. Your attitude towards friendships even changes because now you see now you see that it's necessary to have friendships that build, that align with your values, that align with your lifestyle even. So there are friendships that you build in childhood that you can transition with to adulthood. Does that make sense? And then there are friendships you make as an adult because you're in the same environment. So your adult friendships would probably be whoever you become friends with in your workspace or whoever you meet now, actually. So it might, pertain to just friends you make when you're an adult, maybe.
I think,
right?
Yeah. For me, the biggest difference between your childhood friendships and your adult friendships is intentionality.
Okay.
Your childhood friendships are literally like the basis and the root of what makes them easier and more comfortable and your friends is because you guys share an environment. Like you spent 7 years in
You're right.
primary school with
Yeah.
these people. That's why you guys are friends. I saw you Monday to Friday, like for 7 years. You my bro, you my bestie. Then you had your high school friends, or you had your childhood home, your neighborhood friends, or you had your church friends. Like whatever community that you were in consistently, those were your childhood friendships. But as an adult, you have your own home now. You've moved out of that community. You go to work. There's no place where you are at long enough to build friendships, and your friends tend to not be in close proximity to you. So you have to be intentional about those friendships. I feel like that's the big gap between
beautiful. Yeah.
childhood and adult
I
friendships.
agree. I agree. That's a great perspective. It is about intentionality. It's marked by
It's
being
it's
intentional.
more, yes. And then it's me losing my talking points. Haha. But let me just free flow it.
Yeah. Okay.
But like for me, I think the craziest thing I learned in adult friendships, like a layer of adult friendships I'm learning, is that sometimes you are their friend and they are not yours. In a sense of you see them as a friend, they don't see you as a friend. And that hit me because I've seen it, but like I think when became very hyper aware of it, there was a friend I really thought this person was my friend. Like I if I would have invited this person to my grad party. I would have invited them to my birthday party, whatever it was, because they were a part of my community. And then they had a birthday party and I was not invited, right? And I saw a lot of people there, but I was like, hey, well, it's not like it was intimate. It was not giving intimate, but I didn't get notification. I wasn't aware and I wasn't invited. And it's not like I didn't see this person the week prior or the week before that. And then I remember, one of the people who attended the party were like, girl, you won't believe it. They asked the person, why am I not at the party? Because they thought me and this person were friends. This person said, we are just colleagues. She's not my friend. I was gagged. I was so gagged. I was so
Did you confront? Did you
gagged.
speak? Did you communicate?
No, till this day.
Yo,
I
Nicole,
literally just, you see, that's so sad.
I'm worried
No,
about you.
no, till this day, I literally just like step back. It's like, okay, that's my place, beds. And I like kind of step back. And it also then translated how I then treated them. I was like, oh, we colleagues, beds, we colleagues then. And that's how like I began to treat them, and I began to understand my space and my place in their life. Like, I can't give you advice on that, or I can't inquire on that, or that's none of my business because we colleagues, we ain't friends. And I kept it moving.
And the friend who called you a deadbeat?
Oh, then with the friend who called me a deadbeat, shame. I really was a deadbeat friend. I was going through, it's not an excuse, but I did not have emotional capacity for anyone, let alone myself, in that season. And I guess I didn't even have the capacity to communicate that when she called me a deadbeat friend. And she was someone I love dearly and I care for dearly. I just didn't have the emotional capacity to communicate that, even when she told me. It was such a draining part of my life. Like, guys, I was barely surviving. Like, I was near the brink of just taking my life in that season. And I didn't have the energy of, like, nursing a friendship. So for me, I think that's why I let that friendship go, because I understood why they called me a deadbeat friend, and I agreed that I was a deadbeat friend. But I felt like even after the conversation we're gonna have, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna become a better friend to you. And so I chose not to have the conversation, and I feel that was the cowardly way out of that situation.
Okay. And have you spoken since then?
Yeah, like it's more so now on a like, it's a higher level. It's become a social media friendship now. It's like a congratulations, proud of you friendship now.
Are you ever open? I mean, are you open to ever revisiting that?
Of course,
friendship?
of course.
So, on what grounds would you? Are you waiting for your life your new life to settle before you open the door up for old friendships?
I'm beginning to realize that life won't settle. I think that's also like another layer of adulthood
It's true.
that you like have to
Yeah.
accept.
Yeah.
That there's no quiet season. Like life will not settle. You will
Especially in your
not be
early
busy.
20s. Gotta go, gotta go,
Like
gotta go.
everything is fast paced running.
Yeah.
Your emotions are 10 times heightened. Like situations you are more aware of situations, so everything is like real for you in your 20s. And because of that, life won't settle and you will never be emotionally balanced during the
Yeah.
season. That's why there's so many mental health. Even now there's AI apps that they're creating to help us balance everything, because the society we live in is was built to work us and not rest us. So if you're waiting for the days things settle, you will never fix that friendship.
You know what you're saying is making me think of, right? The importance of journaling. Because the journal that I have, right, the one that I keep raving about,
Yes.
that I'll share maybe in the description.
Mm-hmm.
So every day is a new exercise, because journaling from your head is, especially when you're busy and you're exhausted, gets a little bit tasking. So the prompt one day was, is there someone you want to write a letter to? Maybe as an apology, maybe as a request, maybe as a call for closure, to ask questions. Name that person and write the letter. You don't have to do anything with the letter. And that was such a reflective exercise for me, because I realized that there are so many people I want to write letters
That's
to.
what my brain literally just said to me right now. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, there's so many letters I'd write.
Yeah, and while you're writing the letter, you are forced to see yourself in the words. You know what I mean? Reflect on every single word. What am I saying that is probably a misrepresentation of what happened? Where in this letter am I taking accountability? Am I being as honest as possible? And if I had the chance to say this to them in person, would I say all of this? And it sets the tone for the future, what the future looks like for you and that person. Say you bump into them. You've written the letter. You know what I mean? Now you have the material. Now when the conversation, maybe you'll bump into her at work, or maybe you'll bump into her at an event, or maybe you'll bump into her at another person's party or event or gathering. You've got the words, you've got the accountability, you've got the truth, you've got the honesty. And maybe the entire conversation won't happen in one sitting. But writing that down allows it sets the tone, sets the foundation, not the tone, sets the foundation for reconciliation, right? A lot of I'm sorry. I also wrote a lot of I'm sorries, and I miss you, and I hate that we've drifted apart so much, and I hate that I was emotionally unavailable and that I didn't show up for this and it really affected you. But at the time I was going through this and this and this, and I wasn't ready to open up. I wasn't ready to confront what I was going through and how it was affecting me. And I'm sorry, we don't have to be friends, but I just want you to know that the love is still there. So I think journaling, write it down. All the people, even if they happen to be exes, those ones, forget about ever closure. And closure is fast.
No,
But writing things that were unsaid down, even I've found it very healing to try and write from the other person's perspective. What would you like to hear from this person? What would I like to hear from my abusive ex, for example? I would definitely like to hear an admittance and an apology. Will I ever get it? Probably not. But I've written it down. And that's brought some form of healing. That in another life, you acknowledge. But for now, at least I acknowledge and I told the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's beautiful actually. Please supply us the journal.
Hey, it was a gift. Thank you.
It was Cotex. Yeah.
Thank you, Cotex.
Shout out. And please tell them to send me my journal. Thank
you.
But Evie, do you have any friendships that you feel like were either one-sided on either end? Maybe they were the ones who poured into to you and you didn't pour into them?
Let me try to remember.
Or friendships where you feel like you prematurely let go? Or friendships where you feel wronged?
Where I feel wronged.
10,000 trillion billion.
How much time do we have here? Please let me fix my skull. But there are plenty where I feel I was wronged. You said wronged and
Wronged where they were one-sided. Either they poured more into you, or maybe you poured more into them. Or friendships where you thought you guys were friends, but to them you guys weren't.
because I had a lot of I know I don't want to start like that. I was gonna say because I have had a lot of friendship trauma now, but I didn't understand. I didn't see the need for friendship until very recently, about 2-3 years ago. Before that, I didn't see the need for friendship. I didn't realize how much friendships mattered to people. To me, for a long time, up until I was 21. Wow. Anyway, it's cool. Up until I was 21,
Yo,
friendships.
that's crazy. Yo, 21 in past tense.
In past tense, boy.
You guys, by the way, it was her birthday yesterday, but anyway, carry on. And you didn't say that in your life update, but carry on, speak.
I forgot.
Carry on.
Because nothing happened. Can't travel. The world is on fire.
Oh.
The world is really on fire. Fuel prices. Remember I had planned to go to Portugal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plane tickets are in the sky. Literally. Anyway. What was I saying now? Yes, up until I was 21, friendships were a matter of convenience. Again, like you said earlier, we were friends because we go to the same church. We're friends because we go to the same school. We're friends because we're in the same environment. And so we built a relationship in those environments, but never really out of them. And the moment I left the church, or I graduated, or I left the church and graduated, a lot of those friendships fell away because I wasn't intentional. You said, adult friendships are, characterized by intentionality. I was no longer. It did hurt, but to me, even there is one friendship where I tried to stay in contact with him even after I left the church, and I just couldn't relate anymore because I went to a very zealous church. Like speech, even they had their own language, the way that they spoke, a lot of reference to scripture. They were just really in, what is the word, in
Doctrine? No, it's not the
no,
word.
I don't want to use that one. It's very offensive, isn't it?
I don't know. It's a doctrine, is it not? But sorry. Yes.
That was their world.
Yes.
So I also felt really uncomfortable because even in that environment, people were, the tunnel vision. They had the religious tunnel vision, and oftentimes places come with their own cultures, their traditions, their languages, their perspectives, their doctrines, their habits. And when you leave a place, you are no longer part of the culture. You're not part of the society. And you will feel it. Especially when your world opens up belief-wise, your world opens up lifestyle-wise, your world opens up, in general. Because when you grow up in the church, you have no consideration for other religions. You have no consideration for the way that other people live their lives. And when you're outside looking in, you're like, oh my God, I can't relate to these people that I used to love so much. So, yeah, it was a mixture of all of these things. And I think that factors into outgrowing them because we're no longer in the same place. Post 21, now I'm very selective. One thing I trust is my gut. When it comes to women, hey, how much is that? Red flags.
Everyone.
Yeah. When it comes to women, I really, really obey. Obey is the perfect word. My gut. If the alarm goes off, I run because women can be so malicious, right? So the women that I do have in my life now are women I would fight to keep.
Handpicked, what is handpicked? What's that thing? interrogated, 10 stages of FBI, CIS approval.
All of the above. All of the above. Because these women that I'm friends with, my alarm never went off. Yes, there were certain parts of our friendship where I was triggered or I responded out of I had a trauma response, but it was never an alarm, you know. And you would bring that to my attention that this is a trauma response because not everybody's out to get you. And I'd be like, yeah, right, that was a trauma response, but it was never an alarm thing.
Yo, guys, your friendship will teach you. Guys, intentionality in adulthood friendships is very important.
Yeah,
very important.
So these friendships I honor. Because now I see why they matter. My friends have been the ones to carry me through the darkest seasons of my life. My friends have been the ones to feel whatever I'm going through before I get to acknowledge it. I'm friends with a lot of empaths, actually, now that I think about it. You guys are so... I love that because it makes up for my inability to acknowledge my own emotions. And every time that I tried to push the boundary with someone who set my alarm off,
it's blown up in your face.
Disaster. Disgrace.
No shame. Now I hear it. I think adult friendships, my friends, are few. And it's simply because of like the intentionality, environment thing. I've lost a lot of friends. I think Kyle was like, do you want bridesmaids if I ever get married? And I said, yeah, sure, because I knew I'm only paying for 4 dresses and 4 shoes. Like, it's not that serious. Like, 4 dresses, 4. You're like 4. I can call sure. I'm sure, guys.
But you know what? I do want to make friends.
Same.
But where?
We don't know. Let us know, guys, if you have any places where we can create friendships. And let us know how you guys feel about your guys' friendships and adult friendships and how you guys navigate them. Correct us in places where you feel like maybe we let go of those friendships too soon. Or maybe there's a different perspective we didn't see. You can tell us about your friendships and how you are navigating them. What do you do to keep your adult friendships going? Teach us your ways.
Please, it's getting more and more difficult.
Yes. Very difficult. So please teach us your ways, and I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2.
Oh, we should have done friendship etiquette and maybe it can be a girl chat.
It can be a girl chat, yes.
Because now that I think about it, the friendship conversation is so layered.
It is.
What is friendship etiquette? Or that trend, we'll do it as a TikTok, where people say what makes me a bad friend or why you wouldn't want to be friends with me. Have you seen that trend? Where people list the things that make them a difficult friend. Like, for instance, ungang phonel. I'm one of those friends.
Yeah, she doesn't pick up your call. I call her, she declines my call, and then she answers the text.
Or I send a voice note and be like, it's teen. If on call yama emergencies only.
I have an opposite mindset. I hate voice notes, guys. Tando, if you're watching this, I hate voice notes, guys. Type it or call me. Like, type it or call me.
Family pressure. Like, what do you mean I must respond right now?
Stress. So, yes.
So that's an example, like what makes me a difficult friend. Maybe we should do that for the next episode.
We should.
Guys, share your experiences of outgrowing friendships and how to, like you said, how to maintain adult friendships.
Yes. Subscribe.
Please.
Subscribe.
Please.
I hope by the time I'm telling you guys to subscribe, already like Boma 2,000, 3,000 Yana subscribers.
For my sake.
Don't play with me.
Please. And I think by the time we get to episode 4, we'll start having guests. Share a list of people you'd love to see on the couch. Now our options are unlimited.
She's being shady. We are being better people in 2026. Bye-bye.